Salve omnes, this is Amelia, also known as the Martian Geek. In the last episode, we got shot out of a cannon high into the sky, and we decided to stay in that sky for a bit. The Sky World, to be exact, World 7, which contains line-guided platforms, a ghost house with a lot of different rooms, a new type of rising platform, and the world's largest wiggler. And we now move on to the Tower of World 7. I think this is the first episode where we've started with the tower stage. They usually end up being at the end, or at least in the middle. See those spiked blocks? The ones in this room can't really do much to you. But, well, just watch, I guess. That's pretty much the gimmick of this one, is lots and lots of moving blocks with spikes on them. No real stage gimmick beyond that. I actually don't think there are even any enemies. There are just enough spikes in this one to make up for it. The thing you want to do with this one, pretty much, to keep in mind, is be very careful about where you stand and jump and run and all that, and when. And pay close attention to how the blocks are moving. Watch their pattern before proceeding. Okay, that was kind of rushing it a little. Oh yeah, and don't rush it. Take it cautiously. You have to duck here. And careful timing of the jump. Because, needless to say, the blocks don't stop in a convenient position. And let's see, up here we find another flower. I will say one thing for this stage, it's certainly pretty generous with the power-ups, which I suppose is a good thing because of all the spikes around. Just be glad that Mario isn't Mega Man. We know how he deals with spikes. But you can still take a hit from them, like I just did. And mysterious empty room. Well, not exactly empty. There's a midway point and a power-up, and this ledge over here, which doesn't seem to do anything. Not really sure why they included that there, but okay. And now things start to get a little bit trickier, but not too much. Here you just have to be careful about where you're standing. Go when it's safe. And here, don't jump. The safest way to get that second star coin is just to walk off the platforms. When the block you're on is high, you can walk to the next one, you'll just fall right onto it. You actually probably could make that go a little bit quickly, a little bit more quickly if you jumped at the right time. But yeah, my way is safer. Okay, now what did I say about... Oh look, I've been impaled. I was going for the coins, and that didn't end well. Yeah, remember what I said about watching the patterns of the blocks carefully? This section is a perfect example, as well as the one coming up. The third star coin is up there, and if you want to get it without dying, you're gonna need to hurry, because those blocks will gladly squish you. But they won't squish you over here, and they won't squish you where the boss door is. And speaking of bosses, it's Bowser Jr. time. They're actually moving blocks in the boss room. They don't make him too terribly threatening, though. But if you have to miss the Koopa shell, then it's better to jump too late than too early, because if you just jump over it, it's generally safer than jumping right into it. Whoops! What? What did I even just do there? I guess you can jump on him while he's throwing the Koopa shells, maybe? I actually had something similar happen in one of the outtakes, but that's kind of funny. I might have to try beating him like that from now on. Probably off camera, though. Interesting. Anyway, from there we move on to 7-4. And did I say in the last episode that 7-3 was easy? Well, if you want easy, look no farther than this stage. No further. 7-4 in New Super Mario Bros. is possibly the most unintentionally pathetic Mario level ever. And why is 7-4 so pathetic? Well, for starters, it has only one enemy. This Koopa Troopa right here. Bye-bye. Yep, I just defeated every enemy in the level. Of course, he'll probably respawn, but yeah, like I said. And you know what? Let's fix that. Turn him into a coin. And there are no enemies left in the level. There are plenty of spin lifts and plenty of bouncy mushrooms. Actually, mushrooms in general. We have the bouncy ones and we have the regular old stationary ones. And there aren't even any bottomless pits or obstacles to make up for it. No spikes or munchers or anything in this one. Actually, this game doesn't have munchers. And you can fall down the pit down there, but it's covered up by platforms in all but like 2 spaces. 2 small spaces. I don't understand this level. I don't know if the level designers just completely forgot what they were doing partway through or what. But yeah, if you want a serious breather, 7-4 all the way. Oh, and this one actually has a secret exit. Imagine that. The secret exit, in fact, requires a mini mushroom, so I won't be getting it this time. But yeah, we'll come back for that. Nothing down there, just another spin lift. Oh yeah, and the combination of bouncy mushrooms and spin lifts is fun. Also midway point, which is after about the only threatening thing in the level. Okay, that's not entirely true. Probably your biggest threat in this level is the timer. And even then, you get plenty of time to complete it. The level is short. I mean, if you don't waste too much time. I'm gonna miss that last red coin, aren't I? Yes, I am. Oh well, I didn't really need it. I'm capped out on lives and fully powered up. But yeah, unless you waste an absolute ton of time just falling down to the beginning of the level over and over again, there is basically no chance of you ever dying in this one. There's a star coin. Oh yeah, and that ledge up to the left there, that is where the secret exit was. And yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, don't hit that block just yet. You want to take these spin lifts up here first. And get rid of those blocks. Okay, now we can hit it. Had I not destroyed those 3 blocks, they would have blocked this vine. Erase the vine up with the spin lifts. I actually don't even know where this vine goes. Oh, interesting. I actually don't remember this bonus room. But it looks like an interesting one. Spinny, spinny, jumpy, jumpy. Wow, how many... What is the height of this level? Vertically in the screens. As opposed to, you know, the height horizontally or something. So many coins! I should have just spin drilled from the start. I wonder how many G's Mario is doing when he hit that ground there. Yeah, that was fun. And there's the end of the level. I'm actually running a little low on time, but it's 7-4. I mean, come on.
So nice.
That level is easier than, well, 1-1, including the part with the mini mushroom. What it's doing in World 7, I'm not really sure. But now it's time to move on to something that's at least a little bit of a challenge. World 7-5, and it's a grassland stage. Maybe to make up for the fact that World 6 didn't have any. This one is basically all about stuff that blows up. Bob-ombs and bullet bills. And some Koopas are along for the ride and to get blown up. Wait, was that 2 power-ups already? Just wait for him to walk to his death, and... Oh yeah, and the turny bullet bills. Bullet bill shooters are back. Ow. Oh yeah, and Bob-ombs can blow up these blocks, but I didn't actually need that one too. Since I'm big, I could have just gotten up there and smashed it and jumped off the bullet bill. Not necessarily in that order. Darn it, that barely even looked like it hit me. Oh yeah, this pipe. you need a Bob-omb to blow up that block, but it would be a moot point anyway, because I don't have a mini mushroom, and you need one to get down there. And unfortunately, we actually do need to go in that one. That's where one of the star coins is. Well, that lasted long. Those things weren't supposed to shoot that close to me. Or that close to me! Thank you, Bullet Bill Shooter. Troll. Troll it, Bill. Oh yeah, now we have a Hammer Brother to deal with. Let's see if we can't just ignore him. Nope. In 7-5, Hammer Brothers stomp on you! But at least he's gone now. And let's not die this time. I'm gonna duck preemptively. Really though, 7-5 isn't exactly amazingly difficult either. It's not amazingly easy either, but it's actually kind of fun. Because, I mean, come on. Stuff blows up. Everybody loves it when stuff blows up, right? I actually don't get to do a whole lot of blowing up stuff with the Bob-ombs, but there's a decent amount, I suppose. Not like 4 or 5. Whoa. Okay, let's see. Yeah, here you probably do need a Bob-omb to get in here. At least if you're small. If you're big, you can just pound through those blocks. But in either case, whichever way you do it, there's a power-up. Actually, probably could have taken the hit there if I still would have been able to get the flower. Interesting thing about the original Super Mario Brothers is if you are big, and you hit a power-up block and a flower comes out, and then you take a hit and get the flower, it'll just make you big instead of making you fiery, which I don't think is the case in any other Mario game. Okay, now see this pipe down here? We will need to get in there eventually. Probably not right now, because I think that's where the secret exit is. And I'm not getting that yet. There are basically 2 ways to get in there. There's the easy way and the hard way. And oh, hey. I actually did get in there. How can I get back out? That was actually not my intention. I guess we're doing the secret exit first this time.
So nice.
Okay, so apparently you can go down pipes even when only the left tile is uncovered. I didn't realize that. I'll have to show off the other way to get in there, though. Okay, now, here's 7A, but I'm not ready to do that stage yet, so let's just go back to 7-5 and do the normal exit. I'll have to make an extra trip through this one, since my original plan was to get the second star point at the same time as the secret exit. But let's see if I can do this one reasonably quickly. Speedrun time. Speedrun with caution, and that was not caution. Fortunately, I'm not really too worried about anything in here, but maybe I should be. Let's actually use those power-ups. Next fire flower I get, if any, I'm just gonna start shooting things. Hey, they're shooting me. Whoa! That was close. All that for a mushroom. You know, I wonder if you could do a whole bunch of stomps in a row on those bullet bills. Oh, speaking of bullets, bonsai bills! Yeah, those first showed up in Super Mario World, but they didn't come out of cannons like that. I think this might actually be the only place in the game where these things appear. And they are how you get the best score on the flagpole. Yeah, the normal exit was right there. I could have just gone over and gotten it. So yeah, I'm going to have to make an extra trip to that stage, but oh well. Saves me from an extra part of video, I guess, for the secret exit. But then I'm going to have to get the second star coin anyway. Anyway, enough about 7.5, it's time for 7.6. And 7.6, again, doesn't really have much of a gimmick to it. The only gimmick with this one is Koopas. Lots and lots of Koopas. And mushrooms. Just ordinary mushrooms. That just stay there and be their mushroomy selves. They don't tilt or move up and down or anything like that. Oh yeah, and piranha plants. Not a whole lot of piranha plants. Also, why are those red Koopas bouncing? Red Koopas do not bounce! First they have green Koopas that move back and forth, now they have red Koopas that bounce. I know it's not as important to color code things on a DS game as it is on the NES, but... Okay, now here, hit the top row of blocks first. And do not ground pound any of these, because vine! I'm actually not going to go up that vine this time, though, because that leads to the secret exit. I already accidentally got one secret exit before I meant to. Also, let's see if we can't take out these guys. Well, I got the wings off. That makes him somewhat less threatening, and I apparently accidentally despawned one of them. Yeah, I know I could have shot him with fireballs, but it was unnecessary. Now this bonus room is a little bit interesting. It has mushrooms and question mark blocks scattered all over. Not actually much of a bonus room, but use those Koopas to get across here, and it will lead you to the next star coin. Actually, you can't even remember if that's the second one or the third one. And yeah, that is what you call bad dodging. Koopas actually dodged pretty well, though. They jumped right over that shell. Nice. Well, I think I can make this work still. Are there any power-ups in here? No? I don't know, but that sound is getting annoying. Nope, just coins. Actually, I think that was a multi... And that is how wall jumps will not save you. If you don't jump properly and then land right in front of a Koopa.
Here I go.
Okay, so back to the midway point. And apparently all the star coins were after the midway point. Fortunately, the Hammer Brother isn't too much of a problem in this one because of his location. And what platforms were there. Whoa. I can't believe I actually got that. I still took a hit, but... This stage is actually harder than it looks. It's not amazingly difficult, again, kind of what I said about 7.5. But don't underestimate it just because it's pretty much entirely Koopas. Okay, back to where the third star coin was. Let's see if I can actually time the jump out of this so that I don't run into anything. That was easy enough. You could probably get a 1 up there if you're, whoa, careful with your jumps. And possibly here as well, if you're really careful with your jumps. Okay. And more Koopa jumping. That's how you get to the top of the flagpole on that one.
So nice.
So we beat 7.6 and we can move on to 7.4? Apparently. Yeah, this world does something kind of like Forest of Illusion in Super Mario World, where you have to find at least one secret exit in order to progress. And in fact, there is one in 7.4, 7.5, and 7.6, and I believe any one of the three will let you move onward. But naturally... Oh yeah, I did miss a star coin in 7.6. But naturally, we want to go for all of them, as well as the missing star coins. So, I will see you back in 7-4 as we find the first secret exit. Okay, here we are, and you have no idea how hard it was to get back up there. That Koopa? That thing is horrible. Deadly, I tell ya. But yeah, we're mini. And we can go in the mini pipe. And hit the not-so-mini flagpole. And there's your secret exit.
That's so nice.
And I recall 7-4 as being one of those that doesn't do too much. Well, okay, actually, as far as number of levels skipped, that's probably your best option, because that takes you directly to the castle, allowing you to skip all of the levels down here. Next up is the second star coin in 7-5. I'm already mini, so why not? And I'm gonna cut because I figure you guys have probably already seen as much of 7-5 as you ever need to see. So, see you in a bit. Okay, here we are. And naturally the most annoying thing about this is mini mushroom. But there we go, all blown up. An interesting thing about this one, so the star coin is in there, but how exactly do you get it? Well, we're about to go from being really little to being really big. It's Mega Mushroom time again! I think I just screwed myself out of getting an extra life with those Goombas by accidentally hitting some of them. Oh, I guess I still got one extra life. But yeah. Mega Mario's so big he can actually push that pipe inward. I guess we already saw that earlier, in I think 1-2. And there's the second star coin. So I'll see you back on the overworld map. Sorry, did I say overworld map? I meant 7-6. Back to the area with the vine. And it's mushroom rodeo time again. But you want to be careful not to fall off this one, because if you stay on until the end, you get the first star coin. And the secret exit. How often do you actually see the first star coin be along the path to the secret exit? It's usually the third.
That's so nice.
But yeah, that's how you get it. Hey Hammer Brother, I'm not there anymore, so I don't care. But yeah, that's it for this one. In the next episode, we will do 7-7, 7A, and the castle. So, I will see you then.